So I'm going to show you how to use Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle is a website that takes YouTube videos and you can add questions to the playback. So that way the video automatically pauses and then the questions pop up. Um, so now I looked for the video that I wanted to use for my first Edpuzzle. So I'm going to share this so I can get this URL right here. So I'm going to copy that. Okay, so I'm going to now go to edpuzzle.com. All right, and you may have to log in and create an account. I already have an account, so my stuff comes up. Um, so I want to search for the video that I just copied from YouTube, and I'm going to search for it, and it comes right up here. So this part of the Edpuzzle is to edit the video. So like let's say there was an intro that you wanted to remove, you would go like this, and it will start where you want and stop where you want. This video though, I really don't need to do that, so I'm just going to skip ahead. Voiceover, this is for videos that you have created. You can't do this for videos that are made by somebody else. Okay, and then the questions. We have questions here. So this is what we wanted to do. So I would suggest that you watch the video multiple times to find the parts of the story where you want to pause. So let's do that now. So let's scrub through. Okay, so I'm going to pause right there. And so I'm going to add a multiple choice question. Okay, so now let's focus on WH questions. So we're gonna focus on them answering factual WH questions about the story. So what I'm gonna do is I want to add visuals because my students need visual cues to help them remember what kind of answer I'm looking for. So what I did before I started this video was I created a folder with all the pictures that I want to include in in or whatever I want to use for this particular video. So I'm going to go to this little symbol here, which is add an image, and I'm going to upload my image. So now these are all the photos in that folder. So I already had it set up. So like, let's say I have to go to desktop, um, and then photos for Edpuzzle. So I'm going to open that up. Okay, and then I want to ask a who question, so I'm going to use this symbol here, who. Okay, so, and I could just type in who, okay. All right, and now it's right there. So I'm going to go to the next line and ask who is the character, who is the character here? Or we can ask, who is the main character, or who is the character on this page. Whatever it is, however you want to word it, maybe come up with your questions before, unlike me. So now these are the answers. So we can have, you can add more. So you have maybe, a choice of 4 multiple choice. And then whatever answer is correct, you're going to mark it as correct. So we want to make that one. So I'm going to write Nikki here for that answer. That's the correct answer. And let's see, I'm going to write the boy. Let's add a random question. Roger or snow. Okay, so save. So now you see here, this shows you where it's going to pause for this video. I added another question here, and I want to add a where question. So let me see where a best place is to pause this. Okay. So now this is going to be a where question. So let me upload your image, and I'm going to, where is the where picture? Where is the where picture? Um, this is much easier when you label them. Oh, duh, there it is. Where? So, okay, so let's circle where is the mitten? Um, in the tree, at home, on the ground, um, in Nikki's pocket. Okay, save. Okay, now these videos, I don't know if you want to play the video through once so the students can watch or listen to the book without any interruptions, just to listen to it for enjoyment, and then this would be the second time you watch the video. You could do stuff like that, or you can just, play it through like this. But, make sure that you don't have too many questions that are pausing it and interrupting the story and making the students even more frustrated, because we don't want them to kind of check out during this. So, play it through and make sure that there's a space in between each question. So let's see here. Okay. Okay, so let's stop there. Let's ask an open-ended question. Um, let's do a why question. Do a um, causal why question. So let me find why. Here we go. Look at that. I found it so quickly. Why? Okay. Why did the bear sneeze? Save. Now, um, that one would force you to type in the answer. So, um, obviously, you would have the student respond to you and you would type it in for them, or they could type it in chat and then, you just copy and paste it, or just type in their exact response into the question box. So, let's see. All right. So that's the end. You can add more questions here, or maybe you want to add your questions at the end and save, the whole book for enjoyment. But however you want to do it is how you want to do it. So, um, let's finish this. So if you notice here, it says saved automatically, so you don't have to worry about having to keep saving things. And then a video events. This is telling you at what point in the video the questions are going to pop up, and there's a preview of the image and the questions. So let's finish this. Okay, we want to finish. Okay, and now here it is. So let's see. This is a preview, I believe. So let's play it and see what happens. Okay, so let's skip through it. Okay, so now it pauses, and who is the character on this page? Nikki, submit. All right, you got 100 out of 100. Woohoo. All right, so you see there, I paused it right in the middle of Jan Brett reading the book, so I would have to go back and edit the video and fix that so it's not, in the middle of a sentence. So what does Nikki want? He wants the white mittens, so submit. You got that right. Woohoo. Okay, so that's how you make a video. So that is done. So that was the preview. You could share the preview, I guess, with other colleagues, or you can assign it to students. Let's say that you wanted to them to do it on their own. That's when you would assign it to them. Or you could just, play it for each student. So now if you go back to Edpuzzle, um, you would see the videos in my content. So these are all some of the videos that I've made or I have edited. Because what you can also do, which is really awesome, is you can, find videos that people have already created their own Edpuzzle questions for. So, like, let's say, uh, what was a book that, okay, Bear Gives Thanks. Let's search for that one. Okay, so let's see. So, so we have ones that people have already made, which is really awesome, and it tells you how many questions there are. So this one is only one question. Let's see, let's go down. So not many people have used that one. Let's see, Bear Snores On, that's more popular. So this one has 11 questions. Let's check that one out. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, so here's the question. All right, skip that. All right, so pause that. So if you want to check their questions to see what they have, you can just, skip and check them. And then if you want to use the same video, but you want to change the questions, you would go to edit and it would save a copy of this, but your name would be here because it's your version of it. So that's how you would use someone else's Edpuzzle. You might be lucky and find one that has all the questions that you wanted to ask, which is perfect. But yeah, so that's how you use Edpuzzle. And if you have any questions, you can text me, email me, write me a letter, whatever you want to do.